Live. Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Lideker. I am the brand and social media manager here at iSolved. I'm joined with our newly named Chief Marketing Officer, Lina Tonk. Welcome, Lina.
Hi, Hannah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, all in the kind of cups of some exciting news of you being named our new Chief Marketing Officer and James Norwood being named our Executive Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer. I wanted to kind of just bring Lena in just to kind of so everyone can hear her story, what she has in mind for iSolve's future, and just spend some time with you.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's been a busy 10 days. Exciting, very excited for me, for myself, but mostly to get to see people rallying around the promotion and what it means to so many, and
Yeah.
more importantly, see a lot of the women, not just within myself, but within my network, be super cheerful to see a woman move into the C-suite. So yeah, my ultimate why is to just inspiring people and do things for the right reason. So it feels really good. It's been busy, but it feels really good.
Yeah, I mean, busy is good. That's what I feel like I've always been told is that busy is good. But
Okay.
before we get started, I just wanted to congratulate you again on this just well-deserved promotion. And I mean, I've been lucky enough to see your success here firsthand over the past year and a half, and I'm just really excited to see you flourish in your new role.
Thank you, Hannah. Like it really what I said. I work with a pretty unbelievable group. It really is inspiring group of not just women but men that are rallying around me, and the promotion has meant so much more to me
Yeah.
because of their excitement around me. And so it's been an incredible week. I'm just happy to be put up to this excellent test and be trusted with it, and I'm fired up about it, and let's go.
Yeah. It's just a good way to start, I feel like, is let's go.
Let's go.
So I know at first, kind of the first question I want to do is I feel like on everyone's minds, just because you've been here for such a long time and you've just been a kind of a key part of the ISOL family for well over a decade now. So, what keeps you at ISOL? What's kept you here for this long? What's kept you happy to come into work every day?
Gosh, really good question. With all the time that we've been spending in roadshows and in front of our customers, in front of our partners, it is so rare to find people that actually build their whole entire career at one spot. So for me, it is a gift actually to be able to say that it has been my choice, my absolute choice to stay every single time. I've moved around the company quite a bit, with all our acquisitions. So I've learned so many different sides of the business, which I believe has given me so much of the understanding on how to generate demand, expose the brand, um, but the people. For me, my ultimate goal is always to impact people, and I know that we're doing it. So I have to believe in what I'm doing, and I truly do believe in what we're doing at ISO. So if I feel when I'm in front of customers and partners, I know that we're making a difference, that reels me in. And then I know when I'm with my team, we're making a difference together. The culture here is pretty vibrant. So yeah, it's been more than a decade that I've spent here at ISOL. So when you spend that length of a time in a company, you really have to believe in what you're doing, and you absolutely have to love the people that you work with. And that's true for both for me.
Yeah, it must be extremely rewarding just seeing kind of the growth that Isoft has had over the past few years. I mean, even the year and a half alone that I've been here, I feel like I've seen a tremendous amount of growth. And I mean, you were here for this wonderful rebrand. I love me some pink. Um, so how kind of has that been to see all your great accomplishments during your time? Like, what exactly would you say is your greatest accomplishment? I think from the beginning of time here now.
Oh, that's a big question. I'm so proud of so many different things around growth. One of them being very, very personal to me is the growth of the marketing team. So seeing the
Mhm.
team grow to the size that it is today is incredibly inspiring. But also seeing iSolved as a team of employees grow to the level that it has without impacting the culture, but impacting it in a positive way. That's probably one
Mhm.
of the things I'm very, very proud about. No, our CEO said this recently. I actually use it on my LinkedIn post because it is so true. Feel like we're small enough to care, but big enough to make a difference. And that's probably one of the things that I am mostly proud of. Like, we're still in touch with our customers, we're still in touch with our partners. I'm still in touch with my team very closely, no matter how big we are. But the growth has also allowed us to just make a very, very big difference. And, I won't keep aside that I'm very, very proud of the double digit growth on bookings. That's a pretty big accomplishment. Our ultimate goal is impacting sales, and I'm happy that we've been able to see that and seeing the brand power up the way it has. So when we talk to analysts, when we're in major industry events, and everyone knows who iSolved is today. So seeing it grow from strength to strength is probably another big one for me as far as accomplishments and being proud of it.
Yeah, I feel like anytime I've seen you in interviews or if I've read anything that you've written, you're passionate about the brand, even down to your pink shoes. I mean, everything is just, oh, see, you're dressed for the occasion. You knew I was going to call them out. I feel like it's really it's a testament of kind of your dedication to iSoft and your dedication to this brand and how much you love it, because you're just so passionate about it, and it makes my brain heart really happy.
I love that. I do. I've been speaking about this just recently with several of our analysts on the connection between HR and marketing, and you
Mhm.
brought that up, like how we feel the brand, and I think that connects to that is when we leave the brand inside out. I think we see that in our employees here today. There's a lot of pride on that brand, and when you have one brand that is only not just your internal or external brand, and when they both look the same, the power of it, that what it generates cultural wise inside and what it does for HR is absolutely tremendous. So I
Yeah.
think we see a lot of that pride here within iSolved. I mean, there's a little bit of it's really funny. There's a competition going on with shoes at ISO for sure. So who has the best and the closest to the Pantone color shoes? But there's a lot of pride on wearing the brand of saying I'm part of this company, I'm part of ISO, and I think our customers and partners feel that, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's something that you talk about, I feel like a lot is just that synergy between marketing and HR. And we see it firsthand here at iSolve, which I think is incredible and kind of rare. I mean, we're in the business of people, and our marketing team and then our HR team work so closely together, that I think that's something that, again, it's like really it's a testament of what we're doing here and putting our um, living out kind of what we're trying to do today.
I agree. I agree. Like I talk to our chief people officer almost every day. We build goals together, goals that go for marketing and for HR. And that relationship is so critical to an organization. And one of our surveys shows that over 50% of HR leaders believe that marketing should be involved within the employee experience. That's critical. Like we used to think employee experience was one department only and uniquely to HR, and I don't think that's the case. I think it expands more than marketing and HR actually, but
Yeah.
I think the relationship between HR and marketing is critical to impact employee experience.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And I just saw Amy walk by the office actually just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
That actually kind of brings me into like I feel like my next point and pretty soon actually. We have a really keen eye on DEI and B here at iSolved, and I know that that really does come from the top down. So what exactly does a DEI and B focus business look like to you?
So it's near to my heart. Obviously, you can sense my accent. Hopefully, everybody still senses my accent. I'm originally from Colombia, South America, and I am incredibly proud to be from Colombia. I'm also incredibly proud to live here and do what I do here. But a lot of who I am is my roots, where I was born. who raised me, my family in Colombia, my parents. So I speak to this often to our employees is that sense of belonging is so important to me. I haven't experienced that in my career all the time. There's been times where I've had to hide my accent, or it's not relevant for me to be speaking about I'm a Latina or where I'm from. And that actually, I believe that's very, very difficult to overcome, because when you arrive to be yourself fully, I think that's when you do your best work. At least it was the case for me. And here at iSolve, I feel that I belong fully. And so I have this big goal of making sure that people of all walks of life feel the same way when they're around me, when they're here at iSolve. So belonging, diversity, inclusion is critical. It should be critical to all of us, and it is critical to me. And I'm very, very proud, to have my accent, to be a Latina, and very, very proud to be a woman Latina making the C-suite today.
Yeah. And I mean, when I have sat down with like Amy when she's been in interviews and things like that, I mean, the things she says, like you can't have one without the other. And so I think that it really is, it's great that we're doing every single part of these. If we're doing the diversity, we're focusing on equity, inclusion, and mostly just belonging to create a whole sense of belonging here. So it's nice. Again, it goes back to having it down from the top down, of having your C-suite passionate about it. And it just, I feel like seamlessly flows in.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Love it. In my year and a half that I've been here, I will say that I have seen such incredible growth that I solved. I mean, like you said earlier, from our marketing team, just at the company and as a whole. So what exactly does the future of iSolve look like to you?
Oh gosh, the future of iSolve is bright. It's big. The momentum is here. So we have incredible momentum right now. I think you asked me this question today after we've come from HR Tech and feeling the industry, and coming back from our Connect conference as well. We've introduced a lot of new products this year. So on-demand pay, employee marketplace, we launched ISO People Heroes. But I think our growth and our success continues to be the fact that we stay so connected to what our vision is. So our whole idea is to make sure that our customers and our partners are exceeding their goals. And once we connected that, magic happens. There's so much momentum going on with that, because today we're kind of meeting our customers where they're at. We're meeting our partners where they're at. And then that makes a tremendous difference. Not every customer is going to have the same goals. But what do we do at iSolve? How do we grow at iSolve to make sure that we do all these things for our customers? So the momentum is incredible. When we were at HR Tech, we realized, like, gosh, everybody knows who we are, and that's very special. And we should be very humble about that. And I am today. But seeing the community speak of us and the way they spoke of us, and how greatly connected we've become to our customers, and the difference we're making every day for them, it's amazing. So to me, the future is bright. The future is really, really bright.
Yeah, that it is. It's almost as bright as our pink, I will say.
Yes, there you go. Oh, I love that. Yes.
Can you tell I'm on the brand team? It's kind of just speaking of everything that you could have going on. I mean, you've been an incredible mentor to not just me, but just a lot of people here at iSolved. And it really seems like you do everything. And it seems like you do everything super well. So how do you make it look just so easy day to day?
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you. That means so much to me. I know I stay really close to all of you and my team, and my ultimate gift will always be to be able to impact all of you. But I don't do it all. A couple of years ago, I kind of built myself the idea of, you can't do it all. Actually, you can't, absolutely can't. And some of us have kids, some of us don't. In my case, I do, and family is very, very important to me. And there are times that work or training. I run marathons. That's important to me too. So there might be times that family doesn't come first to me, and that shouldn't be something that I should be ashamed about. So I was listening to this presentation from Shonda Rhimes just recently, a couple of days ago, and it just spoke to me because it connected to that whole idea of, you can't do it all, but then some days for me, I feel like I did great at work, or I did
Mhm.
great on my training, or did great at home with the kids and my husband. Some days not so great on that, or not so great on the
Yeah.
other one because I spend so much time on the one. But Shonda Rhimes had this really, really good insert on rhythm, finding your own rhythm. And I think that's what it's about. It's about what works for me is not necessarily what works for others. And my rhythm on whether I put my family first today or my work first today should be something that I make those choices, but I should also be very proud of that. So I think the balance of, so she was speaking of work life balance specifically, and she said no work life balance. She's like, let's find that rhythm where we can make those decisions and feel good about those decisions for ourselves. I'm very proud, and I celebrate myself when I have a good mom day. And I just cheer myself up. Last night, I took a crazy plane ride, really tight connection to be able to make it to an event for one of my kids. And I was very proud of that moment, cheer myself up on that. But I also cheer myself up when I know I'm doing the right things at work or with my training. So I don't think you can do it all at all times, but I think you have to find your rhythm to prioritize things for yourself. And that's my version of doing it all.
Yeah, and really, and celebrate the accomplishments and what you do, no matter how small or little. I mean, getting the laundry done one day could be like a huge feat.
Yeah.
Like, woo, I did it.
Yeah, and as women, we're juggling a lot, and
Yeah.
we are trying to. There's this sense of like we have to be perfect at everything that we do, and sometimes you just have to get things done, and they are not going to be necessarily perfect, and so just find peace on those wins, and when you don't have those wins, then reflect on it.
Yeah.
I didn't attend that school meeting, but I made that choice, and that was okay because I wanted to be in that meeting, and that's okay.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do it all necessarily. Maybe I make it look like I do, but
You
I
make
think
it look
that's
very easy, I will say. I didn't know if you have any just party wisdom, like before we wrap up today, or I didn't know if you had just any advice for really anyone that's hoping to have a leadership position one day.
So, I think I go back to something I've been speaking about for years, and I speak to a lot of my mentees and my mentors about that is never stop learning, no matter
Mhm.
in what role you're at. To me, being able to make it to the C suite and to start a new chapter for me, I have so much to learn, and I'm excited for that. But also, just find those opportunities to continue to learn and grow. As I continue to build relationships, not just in my role specifically, but just never stop learning is my big thing. Nobody wants to know it all, right? Like it reach that point where you learn that, but like move on to the next one and keep learning. I'll be late years an old lady thinking of of what else can I learn, not just while I read, but while I'm with people. What else can I
Mhm.
learn from people? And that's probably my ultimate passion when I'm with a customer. I'm like, oh my God, let me take it all in and see how much I can learn from them. And I do the same, I think, with all of you and my team. I learn so much every day. So keep taking it all in and keep learning. It's probably my what I would leave you with.
Yeah. I feel like that's a great piece to just end on. I mean, That's a good thing to wrap it up with a pretty little bow. I mean, I want to thank you for just being a great, incredible mentor to me since I've been here. Seeing your growth and seeing like the growth that you've had with iSolve has been incredible. And so you're a really great role model for not just us marketing folks, but also just I feel like women in leadership and just really anyone.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tina. That means so much to me. Tremendous.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for having me. This
Of
was fun.
course. Thanks for letting me steal you away for a few minutes. But I just want to thank everyone for joining us and thank you, Lina. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.